Hi, this is Ken with the Shipping Game. I want to talk to you today about starting up your e-commerce site or an eBay presence and start to think about something that most people don't talk about, and that's the shipping aspect of the business. It's very, very important that you know the issues, because shipping is always going to raise its big, fat, ugly head somewhere down the line, either from the beginning or from the end. So it's really super important that you are prepared. So what do you have to do? Well, think about this. You put a lot of time into thinking about the business or the product that you want to sell. You really need to have some good planning about shipping it, because sooner or later you're going to have to get efficient, and sooner or later you're going to have to establish some long-term goals. I've always said it's not will it sell, it's how much will it sell. Whatever you're selling, you'll sell it. So you have to be ready. So I've made a couple long-term goals here. The first one is you want to make your day-to-day shipping system easy and not a burden. Trust me on this. You don't want to establish this thought pattern of I will deal with it later, or when the order comes in, or if it sells. It's going to sell. You don't want to stress yourself out. Get yourself a system set up. Whenever I run an auction, the first thing I do, if I don't have the ad already written, is I make sure that the item is boxed up, taped, labeled, and sealed, ready to go before I push the go button. You know why? Because it makes my day less stressful if it's ready to go. In my business, in my regular e-commerce store, I have boxed items ready to go. They're labeled, glued, everything is ready, because I don't want to deal with having to stop with promoting my products or promoting my site to box an item. Okay. Organization is key, and as you can see, you need to set up a shipping station. We're going to talk about that next. It doesn't have to be this, elaborate, but it is key, and here's why. If you worked hard to get the customer, you want to keep the customer. The shipping process is really the last chance that you have with your hands on that customer, with something that you can say to them. And unfortunately, it's always somebody else, FedEx, DHL, that is speaking for you. And if they screw it up, then that's what the customer's going to remember. They're not going to remember how cool your shopping cart was, or how neat it was on eBay, or the price that they got. They're going to think, oh, I got screwed. So you want them to come back, so you have to make it easy. Systems are the ways to make it easy. A business without a system is going to fail. If you don't do some planning, you're going to drive yourself crazy. So how do you do it? Well, the answer's easy. You get informed, you do what someone else is doing, and you do your homework. Okay? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I see so many people try to do this. Copy a good system. This is a good system. TheShippingGame.com. This is a book. It's a reference book. It's got everything you'd ever want. If a friend of yours came to your house and said, hey, listen, I'm an expert in shipping. I want to sit down with you and tell you everything that I know and everything that I've learned. Would you listen? Of course you would listen. That's what reading a good book or copying a good system is like. It's like having somebody sit there and say, listen, this is what I did. This is how I screwed it up. You don't have to go through this. There's a lot of different systems out there. You got UPS and FedEx and DHL and UPS and U.S. Post Office, and they're all good at one particular thing. And, I don't give the post office boxes to ship. You know why? They're not good at that. They're good at letters. They're good at catalog and media. That's what they're good at. So picking the carrier that has a strength in a certain area is key. Now, don't let this overwhelm you, because it can kind of sound that way, and I can go on and really build it up, but I want you to understand that it's just this process. You build a good foundation, you learn what you need to learn, you put a good practice into effect, and it'll grow step by step. Listen, I wish you all the luck. Go out there and do it. Read the book. ask questions, email us. You'll do great.